The courtroom was packed. Journalists, lawyers, and distant relatives all turned to watch as Aiton stepped forward, confidence radiating from her. The trial of the year was about to begin, and she was at the center of it. Across the room, her aunt, uncle, and cousin Duru sat with their lawyers. Their faces were pale, masks of false innocence cracking under the weight of truth. The judge entered, and silence fell. Aiton's lawyer began with the evidence: hidden cameras, voice recordings, bank transfers, and the most powerful of all, her grandfather's letter. "Your Honor," the lawyer declared, "the defendants didn't just emotionally and physically abuse Aiton. They attempted to steal everything her grandfather left for her. They plotted, they lied, and they nearly succeeded. This wasn't family, this was a crime." Aiton sat still, eyes fixed on Duru. Duru, who had once pretended to be her sister. Duru, who had drugged Aurel, sent fake photos, and faked audio clips just to destroy her. And Aurel, he was there too. He sat behind Aiton, his face filled with guilt and love. He had almost lost her, but now, he stood by her side. The judge reviewed the letter, then the financial documents. "This court recognizes the rightful ownership of Aiton Alieva. All previously transferred assets are to be returned to her name immediately." Gasps echoed in the courtroom. "And regarding the charges of fraud, abuse, and attempted coercion," the judge continued, "the court finds the defendants guilty." Duru broke down crying. Her mother shouted. Her father sat frozen, realizing that their empire, built on lies, was falling apart. Aiton stood up slowly. She looked at them one last time and said quietly, "You tried to break me." But I rose. Outside, as the reporters crowded around her, Aiton simply smiled and said, "This isn't the end. It's only the beginning." The morning sun streamed through the tall windows of the Alieva Corporation headquarters. The name Alieva now stood proudly once more on the building's marble facade, restored, renewed, and unstoppable. Aiton stepped into the boardroom wearing a crisp navy blue suit. The room full of executives rose in respect. Gone was the quiet, mistreated girl of the past. Before them stood the rightful heir, the new CEO. She took her seat at the head of the table. "We're not just rebuilding," she said, her voice calm yet firm. "We're reinventing. My grandfather's values were honesty, vision, and compassion. From today on, that's the heart of this company." The board members nodded. Even the oldest and most traditional of them respected her courage. Outside the company, Aiton became a symbol of resilience in Baku. Newspapers called her the Phoenix of the Caspian. Interviews, offers, and speeches followed, but she never let the fame distract her from her mission. At home, Aurel stood in the kitchen, preparing breakfast. He had apologized 1,000 times for doubting her. Aiton had forgiven him, not because he begged, but because he proved himself. When no one else had, he had come back to stand with her. "You're going to be late, CEO," he teased, placing a kiss on her forehead. She smiled. "And you're going to burn the toast again." They both laughed. That evening, after a long day at the office, Aiton visited her grandfather's grave. She laid fresh white flowers and placed a letter on the stone. "I did it, Baba," she whispered. "I kept your name alive." Behind her, a breeze carried the scent of blooming jasmine. Peace, strength, legacy, and the story was far from over. Just as Aiton was beginning to enjoy the peace she had fought so hard to achieve, shadows from the past started to resurface. One morning, she received a mysterious envelope with no return address. Inside was an old photograph, one she had never seen before. It showed her as a small child, standing beside a man she didn't recognize, yet something about his eyes felt familiar. A note was attached. "He knew everything. He tried to protect you. Not everything is what it seems." Aiton's hands trembled. The handwriting was shaky, almost desperate. She immediately called him. Tin, who had become her most trusted advisor in the company. When he saw the photo, his expression changed. "I've seen this man before," he said. "He used to visit your grandfather years ago." I always assumed he was a business partner, but they argued a lot. Aiton knew she had to uncover the truth. She began digging through old company records, journals, and her grandfather's private letters. One locked drawer in her grandfather's old desk held the key, an audio tape labeled for Aiton, "Only if the past returns." She played the tape. Her grandfather's voice, old but clear, spoke of betrayal, secret deals, and a trusted friend who became an enemy. Someone who had been manipulating events behind the scenes for years, even before her parents died, and now, he might be back. Aiton felt the weight of her legacy grow heavier, but so did her resolve. "I will protect everything you built, no matter what," she whispered. In the distance, storm clouds gathered over Baku once again, but this time, Aiton wasn't alone. Aiton could barely sleep that night. The voice on the tape haunted her. Every word from her grandfather was soaked in regret, warning, and hidden truths. Who was this man that betrayed her family, and what did he want now? The next morning, Aiton and Tin visited the family lawyer. They needed to know if anyone had tried to access her grandfather's estate or old properties recently. To their surprise, a suspicious man had inquired about a coastal villa in Langkoran, one Aiton had never heard of. But the man's name on the inquiry form struck him. Tin instantly. "Cameron. That was the name I heard years ago," he muttered. "He was close to your family once." Aiton froze. Then Cameron must be the one who sent the photo. Or worse, he could be behind everything. Back at the office, Aiton received a private message. An email. No subject. No name. Just a short sentence, "I'm not your enemy, but the real one walks among you." Attached was a blurred CCTV image. Aiton zoomed in. It showed someone in her company, someone she trusted. Her heart skipped a beat. Could it be one of her own? She forwarded the image to security. "I want every detail on this person, now." Meanwhile, Tin noticed someone watching them from across the street as they left. A man in a gray coat, talking into a small earpiece. Aiton whispered, "We're being followed." Tin nodded. It's begun. The storm over Baku was no longer just metaphorical, it was real, and it was closing in fast. But Aiton was done being afraid. It was time to turn the game around.